Welcome to a week of peak performance revelations. If you're an endurance enthusiast seeking the ultimate edge, you're in for a treat. This week I've taken a deep dive into the science and art of tapering, the secret sauce that can transform your training into triumph. From mastering intensity and volume to unleashing the power of mindset, I've gone through everything. Today I'm going to bring it all together into a powerhouse compilation, a feature-length episode on tapering. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and armed with the knowledge to elevate your endurance game. Each video in the series brings key insights, success stories, scientific revelations, and personalized strategies to help shape your journey towards peak performance. So subscribe to this channel to stay in the loop on all things endurance, health, fitness, longevity, and wellness. Hit that share button to empower your fellow athletes, and buckle up as I present a week's worth of expert guidance in one video. Are you ready to take your endurance pursuits to the next level? Let's dive into the world of peak performance. Hi there, fellow runners and endurance enthusiasts. Welcome to this week's series on tapering for endurance performance. I'm excited to share this journey with you. We're going to dive deep into the world of tapering, the secret weapon for optimizing your endurance performance. Tapering is all about strategic planning and balancing that hard work with the rest and recovery that you need to recharge. We're going to explore aspects of tapering throughout the week, and each video will be a compact powerhouse of information. From understanding the science to using visualization tools will help you reach your peak performance. Don't keep it all to yourself, share it with other people so they can reach their goals too. Create a ripple effect of inspiration and motivation. Get ready to taper for success and push those limits. Hi endurance warriors, today we're going to get started on the Tapering for Sports Performance series. We're going to take a look at the magic of tapering and how tapering is the secret ingredient to take your performance to new heights, and it's all about getting the balance between a reduction in volume and an increase in intensity. Yourself honing your skills while your body gets ready to perform at its peak. Tapering gives your body a chance to recover so your muscles are stronger and fresher than ever before. It's an art of reaching your peak performance when it matters most. So endurance champions, follow me on this tapering journey. I promise you'll perform like you never have before. And remember to subscribe and share, and let's elevate our performance together. While we're talking about tapering, it's important to think about the science around it. There's a lot of research out there on tapering for sports performance, different ways to do it based on different sports, whether it's a team sport, which will be done differently because you're doing that on a weekly basis, or you're building towards a peak performance in a competition. But in endurance sports, which is what we're mainly focusing on in this series, you're looking at building over a period of time, and then your volume and intensity come down over a period, which is linearly related to the length and distance of your event. So for an Ironman or an ultra marathon 100-mile race, you'd be looking at tapering over 2 to 3 weeks, depending on what sort of intensity you're looking to run at. I'm currently training for a 24-hour race, so I'm not building any intensity into my taper. It's just easing off the volume, and for that reason I'm sticking to a 10-day taper. If I was looking to go for a 100k PB or a 100-mile PB, there'd be some intensity in my performance there, so I'd be looking to increase the intensity. I'd probably take that to a 2 to 3 week taper. I've tried a 3-week taper before when I've been training for marathons. Didn't like it for a marathon, felt that it was too long, started to feel too fresh, didn't really feel comfortable, and didn't feel like I got the most out of myself on the day. Felt like I'd over rested really. So for a marathon for myself, next time I'll try 2 weeks
I think that might be something that works well for me. But for anything longer than that, I'll be looking at 3 weeks, I think, in future. But for this 24-hour race, it's a 10-day taper, just easing off the volume, intensity staying the same, working off heart rate for this taper, staying under 130 where I can, nice and easy, nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. But when we think about the science, which is where I was going at the beginning of this clip, we need to think about who the science has been performed on. There's some great science out there, some great controlled trials, some well-designed studies looking into tapering in different athletes. But a lot of it, because it's done in universities, is done on students, you know, your 18 to 25-year-old population, maybe we'll call it 18 to 30-year-old population, who they're recreational athletes. They don't represent high-performing elite athletes. They don't represent Joe Bloggs, who works from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 at night, drops the kids off at school, picks them up afterwards, and has got a family to contend with. So think about the research. It might be good, it might show percentage gains, but does it really fit in around you? I've found from tapering, from my own experiences, that it's best to learn from experience, try something out. If it doesn't work, modify it for the next race. It's best to fail fast and fail often and find an approach that works best for you. I'm always up for offering advice, so if you've got this far in the video, thanks for watching this far. And if you want any advice on tapering, some pointers to get you started, I'd be happy to have a chat with you. Stick a message in, contact me on Instagram or any of the other Facebook, any of the other social media sites that I'm on, and I'd be happy to help you out. But really think about whether just look at the if you can get hold of research and you're looking at scientific research on tapering, look at the participants in the methods and see who they were, what their age was. Are they similar to you? If they're not, that might work. It might be a good place to start, but don't expect it to give you your best performance. You might need to learn from that experience and try again for your next race. And also, for that reason, I'd encourage you to take part in research if you get a chance. I think by being involved in the research, you can make it specific to you. So if there's any opportunity, if there's ever any opportunity to be involved in research, I'd get involved in it, put your name forward and try and help out the advancement of science. But now let's get back to some more facts and science and tips about tapering for endurance performance. Hi, endurance champions. Let's dive into the second pillar of success in tapering for performance: setting clear goals. Setting goals is how you map your way to success. Here's 3 key takeaways to fuel your goal setting fire. Number 1, set SMART goals. That's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Number 2, visualize yourself achieving your goals. And number 3, write your goals down to give yourself some accountability. Set your sights on greatness and keep that fire burning. And share these posts with someone else to help them achieve new heights. Remember, champions aren't born overnight. They're made from dedication, strategy, and determination. Next up in the Tapering for Endurance Performance series, we're going to take a look at mindset and visualization. When you're tapering, you're going to be reducing your volume, which means you're going to have some free time on your hands. So why not spend it doing something positive and imagining your performance? So here's 3 key takeaways to help you use visualization. Picture yourself crossing that finish line. Second, tune into your mindset and channel those positive thoughts. And third, surround yourself with positivity, whether that's quotes written down, videos you watch, or memories that you create. Let's channel positivity and skyrocket towards our goals together. Tag someone in this post who can benefit from it. Let's achieve our goals together. Okay, endurance fanatics, for this part in the series, let's take a look at some tapering for endurance performance success stories. From 3k to 100 miles plus, I've tapered for a lot of races, and the distance really does matter.
For shorter distances, I've nailed it with a 2 to 3 day taper. For marathons, I've experimented with a 3-week taper, but I think that lost me a little bit of fitness and I was a tad over rested. For ultra marathons, I go for a week to keep my mileage high and stay in that ultra mindset. Just remember that everybody's tapering journey will be different. You need to experiment, find your compass, and find a method that works best for you. Embrace the challenge. Share this video with other endurance athletes so we can inspire and learn together. Okay, endurance seekers, let's take a dive into the science behind tapering. I've taken a quick look at 5 scientific research papers. And here's what they say. If training load is too high leading up to the taper will be less successful. Athletes with greater regular training loads reduce their training more throughout the taper. All the research points towards a maintenance or improvement in performance. The pre-taper training load is important in determining what you can do in the taper. And long distance and marathon runners tend to run faster during the taper than they do during performance. Tapering is your ticket to a personal best. Remember, it's not just the finish line, it's how you get there that counts.
And there you have it, a week of intensive insights into the world of peak endurance performance. From unraveling the art of tapering to delving into the science behind it, we've embarked on a journey that will reshape your approach to training and racing. But remember, this is just the beginning, the spark that ignites your pursuit of excellence. Now armed with tailored strategies, empowered with scientific knowledge, and ready to fine-tune your approach, the path to your peak performance awaits. Share this series with your fellow athletes, spread the word, and let's build a community of endurance enthusiasts striving for greatness. Subscribe to stay updated on more invaluable insights, and most importantly, never stop chasing your goals. So lace up those shoes, set your sights on your targets, and remember, the journey to peak endurance performance is not a sprint, it's a magnificent marathon. Let's conquer new horizons together. The peak is only the beginning. The finish line is just the start. Until next time, keep pushing, keep striving, and keep conquering.